Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Om Sahanavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahi Tejaspinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Athava Papam Eva Ashrayet Na Kinchit Anyad Drishtam Adrishtam Va Prayojanam Ityarthaha. So yesterday he said there can be a possibility of drishta prayojana, a result which can be seen here, experienced here, like the kingdom, victory, etc. So that is negated. Now he says, okay, we can understand this from a different angle. Like only there will be only papa, there will be only sin, demerit which we will incur, and there will be no result which can be experienced here. Papam eva, only the sin can be the result. There can be no good result, whether it's seen or unseen. Na himsyaditi dharma shastrat artayanam hanyaditi artha shastra se durbatat. Did you realize I told you something that these people are atatayis, and atatayis can be killed the moment you see them. Yes, I heard it right. But the problem is there is this Shastra. Shastra, when we say Shastra, it spans from like they say, alpha to omega, from violet to red. All the colors, all the variations you have, that is Shastra. It is not just a Moksha Shastra. We have Dharma Shastra, we have Kama Shastra, we have Artha Shastra. We have Shastra for every walk of life. There is nothing which is not dealt with in Shastra. Everything is Shastra for us, that is why. We respect Shastra that much. And that is why we have to take the stance from the standpoint of Shastra. When there is an attack on Shastra, when there is something which is negating the Shastra, we have to stick to the Shastra. But the problem is we don't know what Shastra is. That is the problem. So he says, Nahim siyadhi dharma shastrad ati atatayinam hanyaditi artha shastrasya durbalatva. There is weaker Shastra and there is powerful Shastra. There is no weaker powerful Shastra when you take a Shastra. But with comparison with another Shastra, one Shastra becomes weaker with respect to another Shastra. Like when there is a contradiction between Shruti and Smriti. Both are Shastra. Veda and some Smriti. Let's say Bhagavad Gita itself. When there is a contradiction, you have to accept only what is said in the Shruti and not in the Smriti. This is the first rule. Shruti, Smriti, Shruti is powerful. In between Smriti, like here, there are two Smritis. One is a Dharma Shastra, the Shastra which deals with Dharma. The other is a Artha Shastra, the Shastra which deals with Artha. Artha is not here wealth. Artha means politics. The way to rule the kingdom. All that is dealt with. It's not just economy, because Artha means money. They think it's economics. It's not just economics. It is complete guide for ruling a kingdom. Artha Shastra. So, Dharma Shastra says you should not kill anyone. You should not trouble anyone. Artha Shastra says you should kill these atatayis the moment you see them without a second thought. Now, which should we follow? Now, since there is a contradiction, we have to take the Artha Shastra to be weaker pramana and the Dharma Shastra to be powerful pramana. So, Dharma Shastra will rule. How do you know this? Taruktam Yajnavalkya says this. Smrtyor virodhe nyayastu balavan vyavaharataha Artha Shastra tu balavad Dharma Shastra miti stitihi Smrtyor virodhe. When there is a contradiction between two Smritis, the logical conclusion is nyayastu balavan vyavaharataha. That which is powerful in the transactional reality, in the transaction, that should be accepted. That which is powerful in the, logically powerful in the transaction, that should be accepted. Arthashastrat tu balavat dharma shastram iti sthitihi. Like what does that mean? The first statement. See, Smriti text says something. This is how you have to do. This is how you have to do this salutation. Just say. But my grandfather, my father, my great grandfather, they all taught me this is the way you have to do salutations. Now, these Smritis themselves say, no, if it is said in your tradition, in your family like that, you follow that, don't follow us. So, there is a excuse here. That is what is said there. When there is a contradiction between Smriti, whatever is followed in your family, that you have to accept. It is not that whatever is conducive to, because everything, whatever is easy, that will be the conducive system for you. Not performing is better for you. So, that is not the transactional reality we are talking about. That is not the conducive state we are talking about. The conducive state is that which is followed by the elders of the family. Now, if there is a contradiction between Arthashastra and Dharmashastra, then Arthashastra becomes weaker pramana and Dharmashastra becomes powerful pramana. That is what is said by Yajnavalkya in his Smriti. Apara Vyakhya. There is another possibility of commentary for this same shloka. Now, what can that be? Because every angle is dealt with here. Now, this was from the viewpoint of Arjuna. Now, if you see it from the viewpoint of Duryodhana, everything changes. The same shloka that gives a different meaning. How does it give you a different meaning? He says, no. But Dhartarashtran Ghanatan Bhavatam. Ghanatan, it's not Dhnatan. Ghnatan Bhavatam Pritya Bhavepi. Yushman Gnatam. Again, Gnatam Dhartarashtranam Pritihi Asti Eva. Ataha te Yushman Hanyu iti Ityaraha. So, but see, Dhartarashtran Gnatam Bhavatam Pritya Bhavepi. See, to killing Dhartarashtra, though you people don't like it. That's true. You may not like it. Oh, how can I kill my relatives, etc. Okay, you are confused. Okay, forget it. But still, api Yushman Gnatam Dhartarashtranam Pritihi Asti Eva. To kill you people, they Dhritarashtra's sons, etc. They love it. They just want you to kill you people. So therefore, since they love that, Yushman Hanyuti te Yushman Hanyu, they will definitely kill you. When this is the situation, Aityataha, for that, he says Papa Mebaiti. That very shloka is interpreted in a different way. He says, Asman Hatva Stitanyeta Nadatayinaha Dhartarashtran Purma Vipapinaha San Sampratamapi Papa Meva Ashre Nakinchid Sukamityartha. See, Asman Hatva, after killing us, Stitanyatan Atatayana, these people, these Atatais who are standing here, they after killing us, these Dhartarashtran, these who are standing in front of you? These Dhartarashtra's people, I am talking about them. These Atais, they are sinners already. They are complete sinners. Papinaha Purmapi. They are already sinners. Now, Sampratamapi, even now, Papameva, Ashre, they will be taking refuge in this sin only, after killing us. Therefore, Nakinchit Sukamityartha, they will not enjoy any happiness. They cannot enjoy any happiness. Because how can sin beget a happiness? Sin begets a sorrow, pain. If you have pain, sorrow, etc., understand that is the result of the sin which you did in your past life. If you are happy for something, if something brings joy in you, then that is because of some punya karma, some meritorious deed which you did in your past life, or maybe this life too. So he says, Tatha cha ayujyataha tata cha ayujyataha asman hatva eva yesha eva papinaha bhavishyanti na asmakam kapi kshatihi papa asambandhat iti abhipraya. Tatha cha, therefore ayujyataha asman, people who don't want to fight, be people who don't want to have this fight, hatva eva, by killing them, by killing us, papino bhavishyanti, they will definitely become great sinners. Na asmakam kopi chati. Therefore, we have no problem. We are not going to gain any sin here. Niti papa sambandhat, because we don't have any association with sin, we don't have any problem. Iti abhipraya. This is the idea here. Phala abhavat anartha sambhavacha parahimsa na kartavya iti. Nacha shreyo anupashyami ityarabhya uttam tadupasammati. Whatever is said from na shreyo anupashyami, that is concluded here. What was started? Why did this start? He says phala abhavat, since there is no result. Anartha sambhavacha, and it begets only sin, which is not good. Anartha means that which is not conducive, that which is not good, that which is not a proper result. So that parahimsa, what is that? Parahimsa, troubling others, killing others. Therefore, na kartavya, that should not be done. This was the topic which we dealt with. That is concluded here. Tasmat narha vayam hantum dhartarashtran svabandhavan swajanam hikatam hatva sukhinasyama madhava. Tasmat na arthaha vayam hantum dhartarashtran svabandhavan swajanam hikatam hatva sukhinasyama madhava. Hey Madhava, oh Madhava, how can we be happy by killing our own people? Swajanam hatva. How can Swabandhavan hatva, Swajanam hatva, how can we be happy after killing our own people? Because Swabandhavan Dhartarashtran Narha, therefore, to kill our own people, Swabandhavan, our own relatives, who? These Dhritarashtra's sons, etc. By killing them, Narha, we are not really capable of. Capable of means there is no possibility of. Narha, arhati means eligibility. We are not eligible, we are not capable means it is not a qualified job for us to perform. So we won't do it. Adrishta phala abhavo anartha sambhavascha tachabdena paramrishite. Here tad tasmad, in this, that's a fifth case of tad. Okay, therefore with this tad, this tasmat, whatever we said, that is reiterated, meaning there is no good result, there is no result, and there is no good result. Absence of good result and the presence of bad result, that is shown here. Drishta sukha abhavam aha swajanamiti. How do you say there is no seen result? Because you are killing your own people. How can you be happy after killing your own relatives, your own people? Madhaveti. Now he is calling him. He is using this invocation of Madhava. When Arjuna calls Krishna, now he is calling him with the term Madhava. After using Madhusudana, etc., now he says Madhava. What does Madhava mean? Madhava iti Madhava. Ma means Lakshmi. Dhava means Patni. One who has Lakshmi as his wife. Lakshmi Pati, or one who is husband of Dhava, Pati. One who is a husband of Lakshmi. Madhava, Lakshmi Pati. So that Madhava. Therefore, what you have to find here, why am I calling you Madhava now? Lakshmi means auspicious. When you see something auspicious, we say this is Lakshmi Kara. It brings very auspiciousness. So, therefore, na alakshmi ke karmani pravartayitum arhasi iti bhavaha. You cannot put us in a situation, in a karma which will bring only inauspiciousness. So he remains Krishna of his consort. Now there is another interpretation possible. Madhava means Lakshmi Pati. Like this is with reference to the Kathopanishad. Kathopanishad is almost based on this Bhagavad Gita. Or Bhagavad Gita is almost based on Kathopanishad. That's how you have to see. Because Shruti, Kathopanishad, this is Smriti. Okay. Now you can see many mantras which are common here and there. Now you have to see. There, after staying in the gates of Yama for 3 days without eating anything, and because of that he gets 3 boons. He uses 2 boons, one for his father and one for himself, something else. Now the third boon, when he asks, he is very clever, he asks for this boon. What? He asks, some people say, you come back after death. Some people say, you don't come back after death. So, I want to know what happens after death. That is the question. What happens after death? So, death, god of death, Yama, who is the teacher here, he says, no, you are a kid. He is of 5 years old. You are a kid. Why are you asking such big questions, sir? Just ask for something else, sir. See, I have so much of wealth here, these precious jewels, you take that. Or you want these damsels, these Apsara, etc., you can take them also. Or my Pushpaka Vimana, my airplane is here, you can take them. Any number, for any number of days you can have it all. They are all at your disposal. Now he says, Tavaiva Vaha Tavanrityandikite. Nachiketa tells him, Tavaiva Vaha Tavanrityandikite. Keep all your song and dance with you. And he gives a logic. After he says, I am sticking to my own boon, you tell me what happens after death. Do we come back or not? I want that answer. And any which way, I am coming to you. Are you going to send me empty-handed? No, you are anyway going to send all these with me. So, now that is the intelligent answer. He says, anyway you are going to not let me empty-handed, you are going to give this. Why should I waste my boon on this? So, similarly, Arjuna says here, Madhava. Madhava, even if we drop this war and we go off from this place, anyway you are husband of Lakshmi. You are going to provide us wealth. So, why should we fight a war which is useless now? So, he says, Katham tarhi paresham kulakshe swajana himsayam cha pravurtihi tatra. Now, you say, you don't want to destroy others. But you see other people there in front of you, they are intended to destroy you, to kill you. Then how can they do it? Are they idiots? He says, that is why. Katham tarhi paresham kulakshe swajana himsayam cha. Katham tarhi paresham, for the others. Kulakshaye swajana himsayam cha. Kulakshaya, destroying a tradition, a family, and killing their own people. In that pravritti, how can they be involved in it? How can they? How do they put their effort in performing that? How do they do that? Iti ataha. That is answered here. Yadyap yetena pashyanti lobhopahata chetasaha kulakshe kritam dosham mitradrohe cha patakam. Yadyapi yete na pashyanti lobha upahata chetasaha kulakshe kritam dosham mitradrohe cha patakam. Lobha upahata chetasaha. These people, who are they? Lobha upahata chetasa. Lobha means greed. Upahata means afflicted. Chetasa means mind. A mind which is afflicted with greed. These people whose mind is afflicted with greed, na pashyanti. They don't see. What do they don't see? Kulakshe kritam dosham mitradrohe cha patakam. The downfall, patakam means the sin. The sin, the downfall, which you gain because of destroying a family, or mitradrohe, or cheating your friend. They don't see this sin. Lova upahata buddhitva tesham. Because they are afflicted by greed, completely under the grasp of greed. Kulakshayadi nimitta dosha prasandhana abhavat paruti sambhavati tirtha. They are not able to think clearly the effects of destroying a family. Therefore, they are involved in this kind of act. It's possible for them to be involved in this kind of act. Atah eva bhishmadinam ishtanam bandhuvade pravurtatva chishtacharattvena veda moolatvad itareshamapi tat pravurtir udchita iti upasta. Now what do you say? We are not talking about just Duryodhana. Mind your words, Arjuna. We are talking about Bhishma, etc. Bhishma, your own guru, Acharya Drona, Acharya Kripa, etc. They are standing in front of you. How can you demean them. No. They are all Bhishma, etc. or Shishta. Shishta means a person who follows the scriptures. They are called as Shishta. So, they are all Shishtas, of course, but still, Bandhuvade Pravurtatva, they are involved in the act of killing their own relatives. Therefore, it is Shishtachara, a practice which is performed by Shishtas, people who follow the tradition, people who follow the Veda is called as Shishtachara. Achara means practice. Shishta means people who follow the Vedas. A practice which is followed by the people who accept Veda as the Pramana, that should be followed by us also. Because whatever they are doing, they are based on Vedas. All their acts are based on Vedas. Therefore, you too should follow the Vedas. That is negated. Hetu Darshnacha iti Nyayat. Because based on this Nyaya called Hetu Darshnacha. This is a very beautiful sutra in Jaini. The first chapter, third part. This is a sutra. It's the fourth sutra actually. See, you have to understand this. Nyaya. Nyaya means generally logic. Based on this logic. But here Nyaya means Adhikarana. In Purvamimamsa, in Uttaramimamsa, etc. In all the aphorisms we have this Nyaya. A Nyaya is Adhikarana, a topic. A topic which you have taken for discussion. That Adhikarana, that topic, that has 5 parts. First you have Vishaya. We say it like this. Vishayascha Vishayascha. Then Vishayascha Vishayascha. First two. Vishayascha Vishayascha. Vishaya and Vishaya. Then Purvapaksha Tatha Uttaram. Purvapaksha and Uttara, answer. Fifth is Phalamcha. These are the 5 parts. Vishaya is different from Vishaya. Vishaya, you have to touch with your, it's a guttural sound. Vishaya, cerebral, not guttural, cerebral. Vishaya. So, Vishaya. And second is Vishaya. So, Shankara Shakara, Tala Vishakara and Murdhanya Shakara. Now, we have Vishaya. Vishaya means the subject matter. Vishaya means doubt. First, subject matter, topic of discussion. Second, doubt. Third, the opponent's viewpoint. Fourth is our own viewpoint. Fifth is the result. Okay, this is how you discuss in the Purvamimamsa. That is the beautiful way of, see, these people, these idiots, we have to say, we should not even say they are idiots, because they don't understand what they are talking about when they are talking against this system. Sanatana Dharma is such an evolved system where everything is taken care of. There is no lacunae in any which way. Now they are taking care of one situation here. What is that situation? It says Vaisarjana homiyam vaso advaryam grunhati. Vaisarjaniya homiya vasaha advaryuhu grunhati. That's the statement. That is the topic of discussion. That's where the doubt is. What does this statement mean? Vaisarjaniya homa. In the homa of Visarjana, that homa of Visarjana, Advaryu, the person who performs the fire oblation of Rigveda. That Advaryu, what does he do? No, that Yajurveda, that person from Yajurveda, what does he do? Vaso Grinnhati. The dress they wear, he receives that. The Yajamana, the person who performs this fire oblation, he should have to remove his dress and give it as a gift to this Advaryu. It is the statement which is the bone of contention. Like if you go to Kashi or Allahabad, they'll make you do all the Shraddha karmas, the karmas performed for the ancestors. After getting it done, they'll ask you to take a dip in the river. In Prayagraj, in Allahabad, it is the confluence of Ganga and Yamuna, and Saraswati as Antravahini. Saraswati as a hidden river. Now we have this confluence. There you take the dip, and after that, after you come out of that, they will ask you to give your dress. You are going to wear anyway another dress. Now you have to give that wet dress to them. Even though if it is new or whatever old, doesn't really matter. You have to give it to them. Now, in this yaga, this fire oblation, you have to donate this dress to Advaryu. That is the topic. So, should it be given as donation? That is the doubt. Or should it not be? The opponent's viewpoint is, yes, it should be given as donation. Siddhanti says, no, it should not be given as donation. Why? The result is the reason is Hetu Darshnacha. He says Hetu Darshnath. Hetu Adarshnacha, you can interpret it like that. Because the Hetu Adarshnath, if you say, there is no statement in the Vedas to support this act. Hetu Darshanath. If you interpret it like that, then there is a very clear reason here for getting his dress, which is greed. He is greedy. Because of his greed, he wants that dress. Therefore, this cannot be accepted to be a valid act. So, even though it is being practiced by people, it cannot be accepted as a valid act. That is why he says, Tatrahi lobhadi hetu darshne Veda mulattam cha na kalpyata iti sthapitam. In that statement, hetu darshanat, since you can see very clearly the greed, etc., therefore, we cannot imagine a statement in the Vedas. Sometimes we imagine a statement in Vedas based on the tradition. So, no, you should not imagine a statement here. Like we have Swadhyayo Adhyetavya, that's a Vedic statement, but there is no Vedic statement. This Veda in any part of the Veda. This statement does not exist in any part of Veda. This is a Kalpya Vakya. This is a statement which we imagine based on the Smrutis. We say it is in the the portion which is lost. So he says, Yadyapi etena pashyanti, though these people don't see these, even though these Bhishma etc. are great people, they don't see this. Tathapi still katham asmabhi nagyayam. How can we not know? We are people of intelligence, we think now. Don't you see this? Iti uttara shlokena sambandha. This is the connection with the second part of the shloka. Nanu. Okay, sir. Now, Krishna may doubt this. So he is anticipating this out. Okay, sir. Yadyapi ete lobha pravrittaha. Okay, let us accept these people, Bhishma etc. are doing this act of war prodded by their greed. Instigated by their greed. Fine. Ahuto na nivarteta jyotadapi ranadapi iti vijitam kshatriyasya ityadibihi Kshatriyasya yuddham dharmo yuddharjitam cha dharmyam dhanamiti. Dharma Shastra Nishyat. You are referring to the Dharma Shastra as the powerful Shastra. Yes, I will come to the Dharma Shastra itself. In Dharma Shastra, there is a statement. What does that statement say? Ahutaha na nivarteta dyutadapi yuddhadapi ranadapi. Ahutaha. If you are called for, if someone calls, okay, come, let's have a fight. He's challenging you. Ahuta means if there is a challenge. If somebody challenges you, Ahuta generally means calls, but here somebody is challenging you. Na nivarteta, you should not run away. A Kshatriya should not run away. From which challenge? Dyutadapi ranadapi. From the challenge of Dyuta. Dyuta means gambling. From the challenge of gambling and from the challenge of war. A Kshatriya should never run away from this. He should always accept the challenge. This is a statement. We have to see all these in light. See, when people say Yudhishthira took up this challenge because it's a dharma, it's a Kshatriya dharma. Yudhishthira took up this challenge when Duryodhana said, okay, he cunningly invited him for this game of Ludo. So he cunningly invited him. He said, come, let's play. And he instead of playing it himself, used his cunning uncle to play the game. Now, when he was challenged, he could have avoided it, but he should not avoid. Nivarteta should not avoid. That's a rule. So Dharmaraja, following this rule, he accepted the challenge. And one after the other, he lost everything. Finally, there was only his wife which was not put in the table. So, Duryodhana reminds him, you have still your wife. You can use her as the object here. Now, how can this fellow, now this feminist ideas, how can they bring the wife as the object? You should not. This is because of ignorance. These idiots, they talk like this. See, they didn't bring their wife as the object here. They already lost every one of them. They themselves put as the object in the game. They were all the objects. They played against their own self. Like I am okay. What do you? Okay, you win. You get all these back. You lose. What do you have? I will pay on myself. Okay, I will become your slave kind of. Okay. Now he lost himself. Then he used each one of his brothers, and now it was turned for his wife. Now you have to see it in light of all this. Now then there is another logic. Oh, when she was invited by, not invited, she was summoned by Duryodhana to the palace because she has become his slave now. Now then she is asking a very intelligent question. These are some fancy statements which these people think. Oh, did he lose himself first and after that bet on me, or did he lose me then he bet on himself? If he lost himself, then he has no rule, he has no right to bet on me because he has lost himself now. That is not the thing. Then that logic, if you are going to say that kind of stupid logic, then we have to extend that same logic and say, okay, since he has lost and you belong to him, you are already lost. So he was in fact betting something which he has already lost because of Duryodhana's stupidity. Duryodhana wanted that kind of bet for a logical or safe betting. He said, okay, I will give you a chance of betting her again. That is not a wrong thing. But bringing her to the palace and trying to remove her dress, that's a challenging thing. That is to share. Again, how can this is male chauvinistic and all, if you say, you have to see it in a totality. Dharmaraja is Yudhishthira is a son of Dharma. We saw it earlier. He is referred to also as Dharmaraja, king among the Dharma, person who knows Dharma, which we can see from the Yaksha Upakhyana. There is a discussion between him and another Yaksha, a Brahma Rakshasa. When they are traveling in the forest, they are thirsty. So one of them climbs up the tree and sees there is a water, it's a small pond, little far away. So they send each one of them. One by one they go there, they drink that water, and after drinking that water, this Yaksha appears. When they are about to take the water for their other people, then the Yaksha appears and asks them the question. Okay, they were not able to, each one of them was not able to answer the Yaksha's question. At that point of time, they all fall dead. Now, when no one is returning back, Dharmaraja himself goes there and he also meets the same fate as the others. Yaksha appears in front of him, and then Yaksha asks him some questions, some interesting questions about dharma, and he gives a very beautiful answer. And Yaksha becoming happy and being released from this, he was cursed. So, being released from this curse, he gives him a boon, and he utilizes that boon to get back his brothers. So, that kind of Dharmaraja we are talking about, how can he be following something which is adharmic? It is impossible. So, what happened? He didn't use her as the object. That is one way of seeing the Mahabharata with a polarized eye. Here, the whole Mahabharata, the war of Mahabharata started because of this woman. You have to remember that also. When Duryodhana was invited to their palace, he sees in one place, it's made of beautiful marbles. In one place there is some water, and Duryodhana, fearing that it will damp his dress, he lifts his dress and steps and sees that it is polished such beautifully that it's a reflection of water and not really water. And another place he sees a similar reflection of water. He thinks it's a reflection of water and steps on that, and it is real water, and he completely becomes wet. At that point of time, this lady, Panchali, Yudhishthira's wife, all Pandava's wife, she starts laughing at this situation. How can this person, any person with self-respect, we are not even talking about a man or woman and all that, any person with self-respect, see another person laughing at him? So that is where it all started. And there is it is a reciprocation of this ego. So here he says, for Dharmaraja, when he did whatever he did, it is not a wrong act. Asma. Therefore, here he played this game of dice because he was challenged. Ranadapi, and also from the war you should not run away. Vijitam Kshatriyasya ityadhi. And there is another statement, Vijitam Kshatriyasya, whatever the Kshatriya wins. This is the statement which Duryodhana used. Whatever the Kshatriya wins in the battle of dice or in the war, it belongs to him. Iti Kshatriyasya yuddham dharmaha. Kshatriya's dharma is yuddha, and yuddharjitam cha dharmyam. And whatever he wins, whatever dhanam, whatever wealth he wins from this act is a large, it's a proper money. It's not a sin money, it's not blood money, it's a proper money. Whatever money you earn from the war, or whatever money you earn from gambling, for the Kshatriya we are talking about, is a proper money, not blood money. Like if a person is a business class person, and let us say he buys a product for 10 rupees and he sells it for 12 as the profit. Now this is a proper profit. Now if we say he sells that very same item which he brought for 10 for 20, then that is too much. That is not the right, it's not dharma, it's sin money now. But again if we say that product is a very rare product here, and he had to, like you go to Badrinath, etc. It's very difficult to carry water bottles, etc. to that hill. He has to carry, that man has to carry it on himself or on a mule. Now he has to pay for that mule, or he is working hard for that. So when he charges for 10 rupees bottle, he charges for 40 rupees. It may not be right, but it's a money for his hard work. Like there is this mushroom. We see different kinds of mushroom which people eat. Button mushroom, this mushroom, that mushroom. So there is this particular kind of mushroom which is very famous, which grows underneath the earth. It's not above the earth, it grows underneath the earth. Now, this mushroom which grows underneath the earth. It's a very costly mushroom. This fellow, he has to take hunting dogs with him, which are given training, proper training to sniff out this mushroom. So he goes to the forest and hunts for it, and he'll get 1 or 2 maximum after a lot of toil. Now, when he brings that, it's very costly, so he can live the whole year peacefully without any trouble. Just it's all gotten free from the forest, and he is going to sell it for a killing money. Now, is that right or wrong? Is it justice or not? It is justice. It's right, because it is a pay for his hard work. So here, Dharma Shastra, in the Dharma Shastra it is said, the Kshatriya, when he takes something after a war, that is his right. There is nothing wrong there. There is no sin there. Iti Nishayat, when this is what is the declaration of Dharma Shastra, we understand this from Dharma Shastra. Bhavatam cha taihi avdatatam. You people who are invited, they are challenged by these people. You Arjuna etc. are challenged by Duryodhana etc. Therefore, yuddhe pravritti rujita evaiti. You have to fight this war. Getting involved yourself in this war is right. When this is the doubt, doubting this kind of doubt, he answers Bhagavan. Katham nagyayam asmabhihi papadasmat nivartitum kulakshaya kritam dosham prapaschadbhi Janardana. Hey Janardana, Kulakshaya kritam dosham prapashyadbihi. People who very clearly say the defect which is begotten through the destruction of a family. Prapashyadbihi. People who see that we papa dasmat nivartitum, to avoid the sin. To avoid this sin of killing our own people, katham nagyayam asmabihi. How can we not do that? We should have to think. Why should we not think about it? We should definitely think. Nyayam is not knowing. Nyayam is inquiring. How should we not inquire into it? We should definitely inquire, because we are inclusive people. We know, we have that compassion, etc. So we should do that. Janardana. We already said what Janardana means. Asmat papad Bandhu Vadha Falaka Yuktha Rupa. This papa, this sin. What kind of sin? Killing our own relatives. This kind of sin. Ayamartha. This is the meaning for this statement. Shreya sadhanata jnanam hi pravartakam. See, you are involved in something. What is that which makes you involved in that? It is the idea that it is all for good. Shreya sadhakam. This is a means for gaining a greater good. That knowledge is what helps you to be involved in things. Now, Shreyascha tad yad ashreya anubandhi. What is Shreya? What is that which is greater? That which is not affected by, which is not associated with the opposite. That which is opposite for greatness, non-greatness. Now, Anyatha, Shenadinam dharmatva. Why? Greatness is greatness. What is that which is not afflicted by non-greatness, etc.? Why do you want to bring that? Otherwise, this yaga called Shena yaga. Shena means eagle, falcon. So, Shena yaga, this eagle kind of yaga, this will become also yaga which is prescribed in the Vedas. This will also become a dharma. Why? It's prescribed in Vedas, so it's dharma. No, not all the karmas which are prescribed in Veda is a dharma and which needs to be practiced. No. We have the karmas which are prescribed in Vedas which should not be practiced too. Here there is vidhi statement. No, we understand there is injunction statement and there is injunction which is a vidhi and there is a negation which is nishedha. We do understand that. No, we are not talking about that. This is also vidhi. Shenena bhicharan yajeta. It does not say Nahim syat sarvabhutani, or it does not say Na suram pibeta. Not like that. Nahim syat sarvabhutani, don't trouble any living being. Suram na pibeta, don't drink alcohol. These are statements of negation. But here Shenena abhicharan yajate. It's an injunction. Vidhi. It says perform this Shena Yaga, this Abhichara Yaga called Shena Yaga. For what? To destroy your enemy. If you want to destroy your enemy, you have to perform this Yaga. That is what the idea of the Yaga is. Shena Yaga, I call that. Since it is Abhichara Yaga. Abhichara Yaga is kind of black magic. It destroys. It though destroys your enemy, it does not beget any good. There is no artha, there is anartha. That is why when we define dharma, we say prayojanavat artho dharma. Prayojanavat artha, that should have a result and it should be conducive to. Artha means conducive. It should not be a problem. It should not be begetting some bad results. So he says tad dharma tap. Otherwise Shena Yaga also will come to dharma. Then why is the Veda giving us that idea, that teaching? That's again another stupid statement, because Veda is not asking you to perform this Yaga. But some people, they have this idea, maybe I lose my one eye, but I want that fellow to lose his both eyes. Maybe I die and I go to hell. I don't care, but I don't want him to live. Some people have this kind of stupid egotistical ideas. For them, okay, I want you. Don't say I didn't want you. This is not a good Yaga, but if you want, you can do that. So, his Veda is giving a choice for him. You do if you want. That's all. So, tathacha uktam. That is why it is said, phalato pichayat karma nanarthena anubadhyate kevala priti hetutva tad dharma iti gachyate. What is dharma? That which is going to give you a very good result, a loving result, and which is not associated with any kind of anartha, non-good results. So, that is called as dharma. Tatascha Ashreya Anubanditaya Shastra Pratipadite api Shenado iva Aspin Yuddhi api na asmakam pravurti uchitaiti. Tatascha, therefore, Ashreya Anubanditaya, this Yaga, this Shena Yaga is associated with a non-conducive result. Therefore, Shastra Pratipadito api, though it is given by Shastra, Shenado iva, like in the Shena Yaga we should avoid, like the Shena Yaga which we should avoid, Aspin Yuddhi api, this Yuddha also, this war also, na asmakam pravritti uchitaiti, should be avoided. We should not be involved in this war, etc. also. This is the conclusion he gets. At this point of time we will see. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.